What's up? What's up? What's up? Good evening, Mr. Auditors here. Thanks for joining me. Just kicking back this evening, seeing how you guys are doing. Saying what's up to everyone who's out there. Just getting some things set up. Hope you guys can hear me okay and see me okay. Probably just going to be seeing what's on the news tonight, just kind of kicking back. Nothing special, you know. If you guys want to throw out some topics, we'll throw them out there. If not, we're probably just going to have a little fireside chat, even though we don't have, well, actually, we kind of fire. You can kind of have a fireside chat. I can hang up like right here. We can have a little fireside chat that way, right? I still gotta hang up pictures and everything, so. CMA Fest, I'm intrigued after watching the latest Lackluster video. Oh, really? I'm sorry. I like Lackluster. What didn't you like about the last Lackluster video? I think I just saw it a little while ago. What was its downfalls for you? Let's watch the CMA Fest. Who are you voting for in the Country Music Awards? All right, so seriously, Haley, what's up? What do you think's wrong with the latest Lackluster? But anyway, how you guys doing tonight? Okay, I'm a huge supporter of Lackluster. Who isn't? The subject matter was infuriating. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. The subject matter was infuriating. So yeah. No, it wasn't. It was not cool. Actually, I can kind of go look at what that was. All right, let me go to my community tab here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the two false arrest ones with the cops that just like made up the charges just to like, you know, talk to the two kids or whatever. Yeah, that was super not cool. Yeah, but I do agree that was a little infuriating. All right. Well, in other news, you see what in the Biden onslaught, what we got? Whistleblower names appointee and donor refused to charge Hunter Biden. Do you think they'll ever actually charge Hunter Biden with anything? I mean, seriously. What's up, Quebec? How you doing tonight? I don't usually try to get political or anything, but I mean, seriously, that's front page news. They're never going to charge him with anything. And nothing else. Nothing else fun in the news that's worth anything worthwhile. Hope you're having a great night. Oh, thank you, Haley. I really appreciate it. Yeah, just kind of hanging out with you guys tonight, seeing what's up. You know, just kind of whatever subjects you guys want to talk about. And I'm just kind of, you know, got some extra time, so I'm just kind of perusing the news, and there's just nothing to me worth chatting about. It's all just kind of worthless shit. Probably why I don't follow the news very often. So I, you know, post what we post, but Yeah, I mean, they're never going to charge anybody in government with wrongdoings. They never do. So, as much as we should try, to do what we can. But protect what you can protect and stand up for what you can stand up for. But I don't think they'll ever charge a sitting president's son with a crime. What do you think? Cheers to that one or not? Well, where's everybody from tonight? Let's get a shout out to everyone far and wide. Or Quebec Cop Yacht, are you from Quebec? And I love your Montreal. Awesome, very good. It is. We're laughing stock of the world. Cocaine in our most prestige and our secured facilities. LOL. Oh, that's hysterical. I can't stop laughing at that. That is some funny shit right there. Well, I mean, if you guys need to, where's the coke? Where's it at? I can't say I've seen that in many a decade. You recently became a member of the NRA. All right, well, I definitely joined a few years. Can't say anything good, can't say anything bad, but I'd say we all need to support something. So, support what you can support and join what you can. So, I know I'm always the activist or proponent of, always getting out there and doing what you can, if you got the time. But I had the time, I had the money. I helped do a few things with, Second Amendment rights, exactly. You got a lot of cool things in Canada. I mean, you did probably up until recently, but you guys used to be able to get a lot of cool stuff. I mean, you used to be able to get Chinese, SKS and other imports, when we never could. So, but yeah, it is nice having the Second Amendment. But from what I've seen, you still can get guns in Canada unless they've totally taken them away. But it was still pretty ridiculously difficult from the last few videos I ever saw. You had to join a sports club and you were do a gun club and you can't even know pepper spray here. Are you serious? You can't even own the sauce there. So what do you guys do for defense? Just like bust out your billy club, or you can't even have that. You got to just go with your straight ball peen hammer. So you're just going straight to fisticuffs, huh? I mean, can you even have like a pocket knife, or did all your Justin Trudeau and all your friends over there take everything away from you? Just all just completely pussified, or is that? I mean, how does it work there now? I mean, it's pretty bad here in California too. So I mean, I get it, but how bad is it there now? Can you even you can carry a knife, but not for purposes? But I'm saying okay, so you were carrying a knife, your pocket knife, because you need to cut rope every once in a while for your boat, but you get into a fight and you have to stab somebody, because they're gonna kill you or your wife. Not cool, or how does that work? What's up, Denver? How you doing? Nice to see you. We the people, buddy. Hope you're not staying up too late. That's what the perks of living there. If you can't own something to defend yourself, exactly. I mean, if you can't own shit, then what's the point? Can you literally? That sucks. I mean, I thought you could at least still go to gun clubs and still do that, but you can't do that anymore. You can't even Like it's totally done. You just can't do anything there anymore. Canada has double the amount of registered owners with quarter of the crime rates. I would probably believe that, but we probably also have like quadruple the amount of guns and quadruple the amount of citizens. So that with our laws, it's still a hell of a lot easier to get a gun than it is probably in Canada, even with whatever restrictions you guys have, and even with whatever restrictions there are here in California, it's still pretty damn easy to go get one. I mean, if you have the money and the means, and especially like if you're a criminal, right? If you're a criminal, you're going to be able to get whatever you want whenever you want. I mean, just how it works, right? They're not going to follow the rules. They're not going to go out there and fill out your 4473. They're just going to go ask somebody to go fence a weapon or whatever, right? We've got bullies with guns that enforce their feelings. Well, I didn't say they enforce their feelings as much as they're enforcing other people's feelings that become part of their feelings, kind of like indoctrination in a kind of a way. But, I would like to say that most people started off with good intentions in that realm, as far as feelings enforcement going, as far as like, law enforcement going, they probably didn't set out to be that way. It just kind of worked out to be that way as far as how their new municipality or whatever worked out. But yeah, we definitely do have, and you're probably going to find that in other places. If you went to Europe and you still had the same mentality they had there that we do here, and everybody was armed, the situation may be a little bit different, right? So if every cop in Europe carried guns the same way they did in America, I'm saying it may be a little different. Situations may be different. I'm not sure. We'd have to test it. But I do agree, feelings enforcement does need to stop. Denver Metro Audit says it's time to start going on the defense in regards to the Second Amendment. Let's go on the offensive. I want to fully auto weapons and grenades with organized militias like the founders wanted. Yeah, hey, I mean, oh man, didn't press the wrong button on my watch. I mean, nothing wrong with fully automatic weapons as long as everyone can handle it. Grenades, that's, an interesting thought there. I mean, to each his own. I mean, we should be able to get whatever we want, whenever we want. There shouldn't be any kind of restrictions on that. I want a nuclear rocket. Yeah, I agree with you, DMA. Obviously, there needs to be some obvious restrictions on certain things, and we could all have that discussion. But I have personally shot automatic weapons, and they're just as safe as regular weapons as long as they're handled properly. So as long as you've got the proper training and guidance and everything, then as long as you're in your wherewithal to use those things, then yeah, you should be able to use them. And interestingly enough, I believe you can still own flamethrowers and tanks and things without any kind of registration or permits. So I think the grenades might fall under like destructive devices, so it'd probably still fall under like NFA and ATF items with that. I'm sure a nuclear rocket would also fall under some sort of ATF item. I like your edits. Denver Metro Audit said, I like your edits. What software do you use? Really depends. I have my personal subscription to Adobe. So I pretty much just use any of their software to do that. So either like usually Premiere. But thanks. I've been trying to perfect that craft. It's been a fun learning process. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so same thing, and then you can take certain things from Photoshop and manipulate them over and put them into Premiere. Same thing. So yeah, or depending on if you're busy, you can drop things into Rush, Premiere Rush as well. It's all part of the same package. So I want to be as good as Lackluster with my production right now. I'm my speed 10 to 20 hours. It's been 10 to 20 hours per video. Yeah, Lackluster is like his production quality is like super high, and I'm assuming love your channel, buddy. Keep the good work. Thanks. Hey, Tommy, by the way, if you haven't seen Denver Metro Audits or anybody else that is on and around this channel, please go and subscribe and give their channel some love. But yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, Lackluster is like he's up here, but I'm assuming that's his full-time job. And I don't know what you do if that's your full-time job as well, for whatever your status is, but I'm sure he has time to put in that kind of work. So, uh, someday, maybe when I'm retired. Yeah, maybe when I can go out and even I would say it's hard enough for me to just go out and do like urban hikes and walk arounds. I couldn't even imagine trying to spend the amount of time you guys do going out there. That's why I love doing edits on your guys' stuff and trying to highlight, because I feel there's so many people like myself who never saw any of your guys' videos, that by making fun edits of them and sending them out there and bringing a light to your guys' channel, that's helping bring light to everyone's channel. So that's been super fun. It just kind of got caught up in that niche. I didn't originally start that way. It just kind of worked out that way. Hey, Haley, thanks for coming by. Thanks for heading out. But yeah, either way, I didn't really start off that way. It just kind of worked out that way. But you know, um, if you don't know, I just recently moved here. I'm just trying to get everything set up. That's why it's not filled in here right now. But just trying to get out and go see things and go get out on the streets, that takes just so much time. So, and then I'm trying to connect with people locally. There aren't very many people locally here. So, I almost want to see if, I can get a hold of a few of you guys and start like a weekly podcast, or, a weekly YouTube, get together where we can come up with like, 3 or 4 topics for like an hour, I'd love to, start something like that, because I just don't think there's so many people that do what you guys do, and I've only attempted, but I'm just that. I think if we can get the tentacles out there, right, we just need more people to bring awareness, and that's kind of like what I really want to do, is bring awareness. I'd love to, like, when I retired, do editing for people, and get into that, because I find that to be filming and editing. I find that to be funner, more exciting to me than going out. I mean, I love going out and doing the audits, but I'm not as good as other people. So if that makes sense to you guys. Denver Metro Auto says, what part of the country do you live in? Denver Metro DMA, if you don't mind me just saying that, it makes it easier for me. I am in California, on the coast, about halfway between LA and San Francisco. So I live in an area, there's about probably, there's probably close to 300,000 people in our county now. Probably about 50,000 people in the city I live in. So, but right now there's a college that's near us and it's out. So it's probably not it's definitely way more quiet. You want to go walk around town, it's very quiet right now. Let's see. Dan Ross says, "When in situations such as this, I always say to ask myself, what would Colt News do?" I don't know if you guys have seen him. Is that the guy who just started recently? I believe so. I believe I highlighted his channel a couple of weeks or last week. Yeah, he's doing some interesting work. I like what he's doing. So, hello, Hebrew Hammer says hello, good people. Then Metro Audit said, I'm traveling to Bakersfield in a few months to meet up with someone. LOL, which mean totally. I am about 2 hours from there. I don't know if you've ever met up with, I actually believe you have, met up with Miss Katie. We talk frequently, and then I actually went to one of her court appearances back in December. But yeah, I would totally love to meet up with some of you guys. So if you keep me posted or whatever, send me an email, or I'll send you an email, or give me if you want to exchange contacts in some way, let me know. But I would totally love to meet up and do audits or something with you guys, or when you're in town. But yeah, I believe when I met Katie, she threw out your name, or she threw out who you were. So. Unless you're going to meet up with Nathaniel or Mr. Rojas, which I would love to go hang out with those guys too. But yeah, what are you traveling out here for? Just I mean, I wouldn't say you're going to Bakersfield for sightseeing in any given way. I mean, who lives in Bakersfield? LOL. I don't know. I'm asking you that. I mean, you're the one traveling to Bakersfield, because no one that I know actually lives there. Most people are from there and then leave and don't come back. I mean, unless you're really skiing on the bunny hill in a poor man's slope, if you get my drift. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're talking about Casey or yeah, those guys. Casey Camberboy, Kern Valley Transparency. What are the other people that are over there? Yeah. I'm talking about those guys. Taylor. The dogs. Yeah, San Juan Cows. Yeah, exactly. That's the other one. Yeah. I know who they are. I have never met them. Now the dogs are barking. Wife might be home. Are you guys having a meetup, or what's going on? I mean, we can always discuss it offline, because I would love, like I said, I would always love to get together with you guys. Yeah, I got to meet up with. I'm planning on meeting the family and recording. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, if you got room, let me know. I'm always up for it. I got my own equipment. if I got the time, if I'm not working. Are you guys leaving the Bakersfield area and going somewhere else, or just doing recording in Bakersfield? Yeah, and I don't know if you ever met up with Katie over here. I got to meet up with her, and like I said, I talk with her for, no, I wouldn't say frequently, but we we chit chat from time to time. So she was fun to chit chat with and talk to. We did an audit once. That was kind of fun. Not sure yet. Don't know the details. All right. Well, if I don't know if you guys, like I said, it's only about 2 hours from here. I'm out on the coast, so if you guys want to come out and meet up, or I'd love to come over there and meet up with you guys, or vice versa. But whenever you get details, like I said, is your email on your about on your channel? If so, then I'll go hit that up probably tomorrow morning and send you my details. Who's your favorite auditor? Mine's Bay Area Transparency and Accountability for All. I guess it really depends on how your lineage of when you started watching and getting into it. Email my about section. Yeah, cool. I'll do that. I would say overall Bay Area probably for like I want to go like West Coast audits versus East Coast audits. How's that? We'll start a rivalry. Like you go with just those two right there, right? You got the best of West Coast versus East Coast, and I love Bay, and I love accountability for all. It's kind of funny because I've talked to. I'm not gonna drop any names just because anybody doesn't know, but I talked accountability all, and then I try to get a hold of Bay Area many times. He never wrote me back, and I did an edit of his a while ago, and they got all mad. He's like, "Hey, you're stealing my stuff. You didn't even try to contact me." And I'm like, "Dude, I tried to contact you for a long time." And I'm like, "I'm not even trying to steal your contact. I'm trying to steal your like a snippet of yours to highlight your channel, and I'm trying to like send people to your channel." And then they just ghosted me. So I'd love to actually like meet up with Jay at some point. But I'd say when I first started watching Philip from High Desert Community Watch, like I don't know, that one got to me. And then you gotta love, to me, like you gotta love a little bit of Jason and Ben, but I would say to my heart, maybe because I'm from California, Bay Area was probably my number one overall. He's hard to get a hold of. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, High Desert. I would love to, meet Philip someday from High Desert, but he's probably getting on at this point. I don't know if he's even really doing audits anymore. And I'd love to meet up with Bear. I'd love to meet, like, just have a meetup with everybody. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. Like I said, the only time I've ever got to meet anybody was Katie and Slow County. And it was one day when Katie had to go to court. And then I don't know, did Katie and I meet up later, or we were going to meet up later? But we text from time to time. And Denver Meteorologist here chimes in and says, "I love it when you share my videos, especially the way you do it. You give me proper shout outs and publish my link." Perfect. Yeah. Hey, no problem. I love doing it. I'm not trying to, people, I'm not trying to steal anything. I'm trying to like highlight you guys and then, bring love to your channel, because it's not about me. I love doing the edits and bringing the highlights and I try to make, to me, it's fun because I try to take like a video that you guys like worked hard on, and it's 10, 15, 20 minutes, and try to make it like the best 1 minute that you can out of that. Like if you guys haven't done it already, then I'll try to do it. And if I can, and then show you guys, I always try to highlight you guys at the beginning and then in the comments and and the pinned comments and everything. But to me, that's fun. And then that way that people can go see like what you guys did after that, go watch your video. So yeah, thanks for letting me do that. And I don't know if I reached out to you to begin with, but I usually at least tried to in the beginning. And the sun's gonna come out. But if I didn't, I'm sorry. But I at least tried to in comments. especially if you guys ever comment on stuff that I've done. I'm like, hey, thanks. I try to get out when I can too. So um, life's just busy, man. So we had a big move. We're here a little bit more locally now to a city, bigger city. Bigger city. If you even Denver knows how big Bakersfield is. I'm on the coast, and it's even smaller than that. So. But yeah, thanks for the credit there. I love doing videos about that and for you guys. And like I said, I always try to give you as much, all of you guys that I try to give you as much credit as possible. So. Denver Metro says you have a lot of strategy. You build your subs with shorts. Yeah, like I said, not initially. And initially, it didn't really start off that way. It was just me going out and doing stuff. I kind of transitioned a different channel that I had, and then started doing some camping and vlogging and different things. And then I went to VidCon with my daughter last year. Ended up getting some equipment there for free, won some stuff, and then found during the time off that I had during the holidays, I had a lot of time to go out and do things and start doing my own audits. But then, like when I had to go back to work, I couldn't. And then so I was like, oh well, what will I do in my free time? Because I can't edit my own stuff anymore. And then that's when YouTube was like, hey, we're gonna monetize shorts. I'm like, well, what's that? And can I do that to my own? So I started doing it to my own. And then I didn't have enough of my own content, so I started reaching out to other people that were doing, because they didn't have any shorts. And then they're like, hey, yeah, if you want to do some, edit some of mine. And I was like, I didn't even know how to really do shorts. And then I started just I honestly just started teaching myself how to do it and got better at it. And then, yeah, it just kind of blew up that way. And I don't know how, because it was like, I had like 1,000 subs one day, and then I'd edit a couple of videos, throw a few things out there, and then like not do anything for like a week, and then like it'd be like up to 2,000 subs, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. And then like a month later it was like up to 10,000 subs. I'm like, well, this is nuts. And then just from there I'm like, I really have no idea, honestly. It blew up exponentially faster than I thought. So, and now that I'm settled here where I'm at, I have time, or starting to get a little bit more time to go out and do things on my own, but I don't have near the time like to put what you guys have into it. Hope that answers your question. Are you a pilot? No, my brother is, and I like to go flying with him. And there's an airport like literally like 5 minutes from here. So whenever he goes out, I try to tag along. And it also super intrigues me. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, about pilots, and I don't know if you guys ever follow anybody on YouTube about flying. Got into it like that, just like kind of like he did. But that was one of his life dreams, was to get his private pilot's license. So I just enjoy splitting the gas and hanging out, checking out our local area. So when he's got more time, when I can actually like set up the GoPros and hook up the mics, and so you guys can hear and set it and do a real video, I'll do that and post it. But that was kind of like, he's like, hey, you got time to go fly? And I was like, yeah, let's go. All right, I'll just bring my cell phone. So yeah, literally just left right here and just let's go, and then landed. That was it. And I guess to answer, if I had the money and time and didn't have to go to work, maybe. Well, yeah, it's an expensive hobby. That's for sure. So are you guys flying into Bakersfield? I mean, are there actually even direct flights into there? I mean, I guess if you flew to LAX and then like took the like little 40-minute flight, it would even be 40 minutes. It might be like 25 minutes from LAX to Bakersfield. Yeah, because it's only like a 40-minute flight from here at LAX. So, and it's not as, and I would say Bakersfield's just as far, like nautically. Oh, interesting. Because we've flown from here to Kernville, which is over by Bakersfield, and his plane is only like 40 minutes. For like a 3.5 hour drive to the top of the mountain. Do you know who Adam Kokelch is? No, I'm sorry, I do not. Is he in the auditing or flight pilot world? Just fly into Burbank. Yeah, I guess you could fly in from Denver to Burbank and then drive up, but then you still have like a 2-hour drive from Burbank to Bakersfield. I think there is a flight from LAX to Bakersfield and or Fresno. He's not an auditor, but civil liberties activist. He's my #1 influence. Interesting. I will have to look him up. I don't know if you ever watched or know of or heard of the First Amendment Museum, but I got to do a podcast with them a while back. That was pretty cool. So. Hi, Chad. Hey, Claudette. How you doing? All right, Adam Kokesh. I'll have to look that up. Thanks. Adam is banned from YouTube, apparently. Oh, that's unfortunate. He didn't like jump out of a plane with a parachute on and say his plane was in trouble, did he? That'd be bad. So Denver is if you can't watch him on YouTube, does he have like books or some other publications or like web media that you can read? Anywhere heard of DirectD since the hit was put on him? What? What happened to DirectD? He's on YouTube. Okay, I'll look that up. I mean, I saw his latest thing where the police put out that bulletin. Are you talking about that? I posted that earlier today. Yeah, thanks, Denver. I'll look him up. But cops put a hood on him. Yeah, that thing where sorry, I meant to ban him from posting videos. He's still on the. Okay, yeah, all right, I'll take a look at that. Yeah, I saw the thing where Chris put out that bolo about himself. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. I mean, he does poke the bear a lot. Not to say that that's good or bad, but I mean they're pretty hardcore down there from what I've seen, just from even other auditors and from other activists down there. They're pretty hardcore. Like, I don't know if I would want to go to that part of Arizona and do any of what we do without like a whole bunch of those guys that know what the hell's going on, because it looks like they're ready to just like nab you and like come to jail with us. Hey, Claudette. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. Where are you from? Minnesota. Hey, what's in the bag? Just bring me some beer, eh? No, just messing. I've always wanted to visit there. Well, hey, Denver. Yeah, so I know you said you're coming out this way. It sucks here. I know it sucks to stay there. I'm just saying it'd be cool to visit there. Um, so yeah, I'm super busy in the fall with work. But yeah, if you guys are coming out, if you're coming out before then, um, or if you guys are making any, side trips, either to the coast. If you're coming to the, if you're going to Bakersfield, and if you're ever coming to the coast, because like I said, it's really just a straight trip over. I can easily. I'd love to go hook up with you guys, but if I had time or do have time to go over to the valley, oh, the valley. Try to stay out of the valley. Yeah, I'd love to try to figure out if I got time to meet up with you guys. I'm thinking September, October. All right, yeah. See whatever's possible. Oh, my hat always looks weird on here. Oh, you got family in Simi Valley. Oh, I love Simi Valley. Yeah, so if you're familiar with the area, and if you stayed on the 101 and didn't make it right, uh, towards the 166 area, then yeah, I'm up near that way. I took the train last summer to Simi Valley area. That was pretty fun. So you making like a road trip out of it or anything, like flying to LAX and going seeing them, or just a business trip, or not to get personal or anything, but killing two birds with one stone. Business trip, yeah. Fuck, man, like I said, I'd love to meet up with those guys. And Dan Ross says, I asked my wife when her birthday was. She answered March 1st. I walked around the room again and asked her again. Okay. Steve Mo says, I grew up in Camarillo. It was great. Yeah. My mom actually lived actually, she did live in Camarillo for a time period. So, yeah, I've been down there a lot. And then my brother and I have flown down to Camarillo and had lunch there. Um, Twice or just once. I don't know. It was pretty cool. I enjoy Camarillo. I enjoy Southern California. So it's great. I mean, it's you get the nice part about Southern California without being in LA. Yeah, and Denver Dan jumps on here with all kinds of interesting things like that. He always makes me laugh. Like dad jokes. Well, anybody else on right now that wants to chime in, say where they're from or how they're doing? We got an esteemed guest on right now, Denver Metro Audits. Denver says, "What do you call chicken looking at lettuce?" I don't know. I wish I had wings. Uh, Soon to be wrapped. I don't know. What do you call it? And welcome everyone that's here. Chicken sesame salad. Chicken Caesar salad. Chicken Caesar salad. Chicken Caesar salad. Chicken Caesar salad. That's a total dad joke. Oh, you cheated. Don't steal my jokes. Well, I think he stole you the ending to your jokes. He didn't steal the beginning. Or did he steal your glory? Hey, Denver, do you know Katie Kidman? Yes, he stole your glory. I heard it. She just texted me. Should patch her in. I found my friend's body after she committed suicide. How do I recover? It's on my mind. I've heard of her, but don't think I've ever seen her videos. Okay, but yeah, she's the only besides her and Slow County Observer. Those are the only two that I've had the pleasure of meeting with out here. And then, like I said, I'd love to get a hold of Barry and go up there and see him. But he said I've tried getting a hold of him. I've sent him many emails, but he never responds back. Yeah, and I think Slow knows all those guys, so that'd be cool. Like, so do some sort of hookup with you and Slow and San Joaquin. Get together out here or go over that way. That'd be hella fun. Yes, he's very selective on who he does audits and talks with. Yeah, I found that out when I first started doing this. when I first was able to even live stream. I was down with him and Katie, and I thought I told him like, "Hey, I'm gonna go live and talk to some people," and I thought I told him, and then Katie thought I told him too, and so we talked about some things for a while, and then after a bit, I went off into the stream, and he's like, "Whoa, you were live streaming that whole time?" And I was like, "Whoa, dude, I thought you knew it was cool." And we were just chit chatting. It was really we were even doing an audit. We were just at the courthouse, just bullshitting, and I thought he knew because I was also recording on my GoPro, so to have a couple of different feeds. And I was like, "Look, I'll go ahead and I'll just go delete it off YouTube. I'm sorry, I'll keep it." And then he ended up going and I stood out there and talked to Katie for a while. And then he went into his car and watched the live feed. And I'm assuming to make sure that I didn't say anything about him or give out his private information on. And then we said exchanged our pleasantries at the end. But I was like, "Dude, I'm totally sorry. I didn't mean to upset him or anything." So yeah, I totally know what you mean. Katie's definitely said he's very selective as well. I guess I probably should have, when I met both of them, said, "Hey, I'm new to this. What's the etiquette about like how this stuff works?" Like I said, I was like day one new, and I didn't, and I probably should have done that. I've tried. I'd like to reach out to apologize to him because I kind of messed up, I guess. But yeah, I can understand about being selective about who you meet up with. Not everybody knows each other, right? It's totally understandable. I live in Conroe, Texas. Cops around here are generally pretty good. Are there any auditors doing stuff in the North Houston, Dallas? Oh, I'm assuming still lots of them. There's a lot of people in that area. What do you call police officers in a sleeping bag? Um, Doberman Pinscher? I don't know. Steve Mo, yeah, I believe there's a lot of people in that area of Texas that do audits. At DMA. Somebody dropped a heart. That was nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, look at that. Another heart. You guys just get me right here. Pigs in a blanket. Geez, that should have been obvious. Uh, Quebec. It looks like I need you to make me a thumbnail for my channel because it looks like you do good ones. I tried making a good one, but my AI skills are not the greatest. Goes too late to steal your glory. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I changed my logo around 10 times. Yeah, I think I was playing around with mine at home probably like 8 months ago, and that was like what I came up with is what I have on there now. And I was like, oh, I should change it, but then I was like, I don't. It even like to answer even like Denver's question earlier, I was like, I didn't know where the direction of this channel was going, so like I didn't really know what to do with the logo, and then I was like, oh, should I bring other stuff that I like doing on here, like you know, vlogging and flying and gaming? I mean, I don't know, does other people like seeing that kind of shit? do 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 other people in the audit community nerd out about things like that? But yeah, if you got the time to work on my logo, let me know, bro. Yours is nice. Oh, hey guys, gotta ask how, besides kind of sounding a little hollow because this room is a little, it's not decorated or anything, how does the mic sound? Sounds good, mic's good. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I got one of the Yeti mics like 5 months ago and I never hooked it up until like Monday. I was like, man, I've been carting this thing around for a while, never hooked it up. That's how I was like, I didn't even think I'd ever start even doing the vlog or live stream stuff. So, and then I was like, oh man, I think I have this. I really need to take it out of the box. Mac or PC? I do PC. I never been good at trying to use Apple products. That, and I've just grown up on PCs since I was a little kid. Tearing them apart, building them, uh, and that we just weren't into Apple software back then, or even now. I have to use an iPhone for work, and I can just barely get by on it. Samsung, baby. Yeah, and this is actually running off my new Asus laptop. What do I get? An Asus Tough A15. So that's what I'm running now. I just haven't got everything set up here yet. It said still moving in. Yeah, still. That's what I'm working with right now. Haven't got my desks or anything fully set up. I still got like, don't know what I'm gonna do here. If I'm gonna build something here, or if I want to put shelves for all like the equipment or whatever. So a study shows that people who use Apple get laid more. Well, good for them. Um, Let me know how that works out. Let me see the script on that one. I mean, it's probably true. I mean, because more people own iPhones than anything else, so that would probably be statistically true. Or is that only people from Denver? Well, if you guys look behind me, what mistake did they make? They still haven't fixed it. Actually, I don't even think I've told them to fix it yet. No, the light's fine. All the lights are fine. I think all the lights are fine. Yeah. Mm, what what is not like the other? No, it's definitely level. I mean, my camera's probably not showing that it's level, but it's definitely level. Window is smaller. Uh, I want to say they're the exact same size, dimensionally speaking. One's just on one wall, one's on another wall. And this is on a sloping wall going down. So it probably appears that that one's smaller than that one, but they're the same size. Dimensionally, they're the same size. No, I don't even know what you would call that. It's the thing that when you look out of it, yeah, one has a frame, and one the police didn't break the window yet. Yeah, it's one of those faux frames that they put in there. It's supposed to make it look like it has different panes. Uh, that one, for whatever reason, has 3 panes. And that one has 0. Yes, and Quebec, the police haven't broken through that one yet, or either one of them. Yeah, so Denver, you win. Sometimes that's what happens when you buy something that's new. They still have to fix it, even if the police haven't broken it in yet. But hey, have you guys, or Denver, especially since, and Quebec, since you guys are watching, have you guys watched that To a Pre guy at all? Love To a Pre. Yeah, like I just started watching him like maybe 2 weeks to a month ago. That dude is hysterical. And is he actually friends with Sean, or is that kind of just a joke, or like how does that work? I'd love to know. I love that kind of humor. It just it cracks me up. So is he like trying to do parody of Sean? Yeah, Flex Your Freedoms is way funnier. Yeah. Um, I don't know Flex's real name or anything, but we've just chatted in chat and other places, and that dude is. I would love to meet up with that guy because he is freaking hysterical. I mean, even my wife loves Grandma, and if she thinks it's funny, then we're good. Oh, BCNN. Yeah, but crack news. But crack news network. Real news all the time. Uh-oh, dogs are barking. Hey, Denver, I don't know if you ever get, I don't know what kind of equipment. He does parody, but he's on board with what we do, and he's transitioning to auditing. His channel started out as a comedy channel. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Hey, Denver, I don't know what kind of equipment you use, but I recently got that, and it's been super fun to play with. So I don't know what you got into using, or what you use now, or what your recommendations on using. Yeah, Osmo 6. So I don't know. I've been having fun with that. So I don't know if you guys what equipment you guys use, but I've been having fun with that one and been going with it. Yeah, Quebec, have you ever used Osmo 6? Oh, look at that, a heart. Yeah, I mean, it's super handy. I mean, like right now I got it with the tripod on it. But yeah, it's been super cool. He used a Canon EOS R10 with DJI gimbal and rod video mic 2. Okay. Yeah. So uh, what I've been trying to get into also using. Yeah, I've been getting into using this. What are we at? I think this is an EOS, isn't it? Yeah, Rebel TI. So I had the first version of this. This is like the 2010 or 2012 version, and I just got this. Somebody gave it to me for free, so I've been trying to run with that. I don't know anything about it, so I've been trying to figure that piece of equipment out as well. Yeah, and then I got some telephoto lens and other stuff to go with it. But I've been wanting to try to get. Is that the T2i? Oh God, I just put it away, man. It's the Rebel T1i. But it uses the micro SD, not the tiny SD cards, but the bigger ones. So I had to use one of the adapters. So I've been trying to get into using that and trying to figure out how to do filming on this because this is on my Hero 10. So yeah, that's why I would love to also meet up with you guys to figure out like how to best use the equipment and all that kind of stuff. Because otherwise, I've been just using either my Osmo with my uh, S21. It's very similar to Sweet Tea's camera. She just uses a cell phone now, though. It's too heavy for her to carry. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on quality? I mean, are the cell phones just as good at this point, like with the gimbal, or just should I start learning how to use the Canon for more live feeds or like more auditing feeds, live like in-person feeds? Because I was putting my GoPro on the hot shoe on the Canon and then carrying around that on my monopod. That seemed to work pretty good. But then the Osmo gimbal just was so much more handier. Yeah, cell phones are great. Yeah. You can use your GoPro with Volta. That's what I have set up right now. My GoPro with my Volta, and so like if I do, like when I went and met up with different auditors and different people out, that's what I usually take is my Hero 10 with my Volta, and that's because you're going to get your best of both worlds with everything with that. But the problem that I've run into with the GoPro is that it overheats like a lot. Not if you're doing like time lapse, but if you're trying to do like long videos, it will overheat a lot. Where like cell phones, I haven't run into that problem, and I haven't run into it with the Canon. But if I'm trying to use the GoPro, I've run into situations where it's just straight up just stopped working because of heat, and it's like it's not that hot out. Why are you dying? But yeah, I agree. A GoPro with the Volta, probably one of the best setups you can run. Um, and then I don't know. I've been using my cell phone with the Osmo That's probably my favorite. Last like probably like 2 months. The Canon's just big and heavy to carry around. Yeah, so Denver Metro says I heard they overheat a lot easily. Immigrants that had that problem. Yeah, and I've definitely run into that issue uh, in untimely situations, right? And then even like if you try to switch out batteries, but the processor just gets too hot and then it won't turn on, and unless you carry like two of them with you, sometimes it's not worth it. So I think with the GoPro, you're best on sticking with it using as an action camera. It definitely does work great as a vlog camera in a pinch, but it's not. I mean, that's not really what it's designed for. So I can understand if you're having trouble trying to do like a 2 hour, 3 hour vlog and it's 90 degrees outside. It's not necessarily meant to do that. So I mean, neither is your phone, but look how tiny the GoPro is, and if you're sitting there asking it to process in 4K, at 60 frames a second, for hours, it's gonna have some issues. It's tiny. It overheats while live streaming. So I've been testing that, Quebec. So I'm using my GoPro Hero 10. I've been live streaming with it. Well, now for about an hour. The last couple of days, I did some live stream while I was playing Diablo, and then did some other things. And so far, it has not overheated while live streaming at all. So I had heard that, and I was aware of it. But right now, I'm running it plugged in USB to my computer. It's running, I believe it's running 4K 60 right now. And I don't know what it looks like or how you guys see everything. It looks fine on my end, but I have not had any issues with it. It's currently 70 some odd degrees, 75 degrees in here right now. So yeah, and you're getting 1080p. So I haven't had a problem with that. The problems that I've had is recording in 1080p or higher for long periods of time. I don't know what the difference if the processor acts differently, if it's trying to record because it's trying to condense that information on the SD card, like versus right now. Like right now that it's warm, but like the back of it, like where the screen is, isn't that hot. So I'm wondering if it's because it's trying to process that, like it's trying to compress that information on the SD card. And I wonder if that's the issue. Because okay, so like I don't know if you guys watched the video. I just got this tattoo, and I used my GoPro, and I filmed for 5 hours straight. And I think I had to do I had to do two batteries. So the battery I brought and one more battery. So one battery change. And it worked flawlessly for 5 hours on slow-mo time lapse. So, but then I tried to do the same thing, filming a tattoo on video so I could get different things, do one GoPro and one thing on slow-mo and one thing on regular, 120 frames, and then the GoPro dies after like 45 minutes. So hey, Denver, thanks for stopping by. Smash that like. Thanks, buddy. Quebec, hey, thanks for joining. I've really enjoyed having you on tonight. No problem. Hey, I was just trying to see if I had a couple other people I know that might jump on, but I don't know if they will or not. So was just answering their texts. So, but yeah, thanks for everybody who's joining. What's it like there in Quebec in mid-July? How's the weather there? Not as snowy, I'm assuming. Hi, Katie. How's it going? Did you get my text, or did you just happen to pop in? Tyranny is strong here. Yeah, it's Canada, man. You're America's hat, and just you're part of the crown. So what can you say? It's actually hot up there. Oh, I didn't think you guys got more than like frigid. You got my text. Thanks. Hey, just by the way, Katie, made you a moderator just to I don't know, make myself feel better that I had a moderator. So moderate away. Yeah, Katie, I don't know if you've ever talked to Denver Metro Audits, but he was just on here for like, I don't know, the last 45 minutes or so. It was pretty cool talking to him. But apparently he's going to be in the Bakersfield area meeting up with San Joaquin and some other people down in that area. So, hey, thanks so much. So far privileged. Well, hey, thanks, Katie. I always love having you on. Everybody that happens to be on, there's not too many people on right now, but there were some other, I don't know, we were up to like 20 something people on earlier, but if you guys haven't met Katie, she had a channel. I don't know if you're allowed to post anymore or not. So, or if that privilege has been granted back to you. All right, yeah, Denver Metro was super. I've never actually talked to them like personally, like on chat. So it was very fun to have them on here. So not until December 2023. Hey, you only got 6 more months to go. How did I think the last I'd really talked to you? How did you get your court date in slow? Did that already get passed? Actually, before I ask you that, how did I know I was there for the thing in December in Santa Maria? How did that end up going? If you don't mind. So, by the way, if people that are on right now, if you don't know, Katie is an auditor in California, or auditor, or I don't know how would you describe yourself. You have to put that out there, but out here in California as well. So yes, you're on probation until December and can't post videos. That is so lame. I still don't understand how they can infringe on your First Amendment right over something like that. It seems strange to me. So I don't know. I don't know how the courts work or pretend to know. So because I mean, last I heard, like even DirectD was on probation and not allowed to post, but then he does. So okay, your case in Santa Maria is still in appeals process. Ah, cool. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not down in that area too much anymore. I live up further north now. But if you're going, I know I try to answer your messages whenever I can. Um, but if you're going to court up in the San Luis area again, let me know. I mean, if you're going to in the Santa Maria area, I'll try to head down there. I thought it was a fascinating day to go to court to see all that. I mean, it sucks any of you guys have to go through any of that, but it was fun to go see how the court process works. Whether how just or unjust it may be, but it was an interesting day to go watch Katie, and then to see another fellow auditor down there supporting her that day. So I thought that was pretty cool. So um, good that anybody in the community stands with anybody in the community, how that relationship works is between you guys, though. But thanks for having me down there on that day. I guess that's kind of what started some of this stuff. It's a great community. Thank you. Yes, so far it's been great. Yeah. So Quebec, you were arrested in Canada. Sorry, don't know how any of the legal processes in Canada go, but I'm sure it can't go well. Um, so Katie, are you still down in the greater Southern California area, or are you ever back up towards this neck of the woods? Doggy? Yeah, I heard that Nasty Nathaniel was arrested in Canada, wasn't it? I think we talked about that. Wasn't that a while back? I'm down. You're down south. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pasadena. Hey, actually, I was just in. I should have texted you while I was down there. I was just in Anaheim. I forgot that you were down in that area. Taylor. So it was Sheep Show. Yeah, I liked what he did. Hey, didn't you say Lackluster was doing a project with you guys? Charged with criminal harassment, mischief, and loitering for filming people and cops in public. Oh, sorry, bro. I'm not sure again how the laws work there, but that sucks. You got video evidence. Well, make sure you always bring that to court with you. Okay, so sheep shows in communication with Lackluster. Okay. Yeah, I think you mentioned something about that a while back. Well, that's pretty cool. So now, is your restrictions you can't post on your own channel or just at all? Like, if you had a meetup with some folks and you were on there, is that bad? Or is it only if you post on your own behalf? How does that situation work with probation and YouTube and like I really I need to start a podcast and like have you guys all on here. I think I was talking about that early on. All right, Katie Kidman says Quebec cop wash. Do you know Nasty Nathaniel? Just if I upload videos. No, I'll go check him out. Yeah. Yeah, Nasty Nathaniel. He's localish to this area. I know he resided here at one point. I don't know where he currently resides. I know he's from the California area, but I know he travels around a lot, which is cool. Um, you should do interviews with First. Yeah, Katie. I don't know if you ever watched my interview with the First Amendment Audit Museum, but that was pretty cool. I should repost it on here somewhere again. Get to highlight that now that I have more people that actually like watch it. But yeah, if I don't know, like if I were to have you on as a guest, like on as a podcast on a YouTube stream, are you allowed to do that, or is that against your probation? Yes, you can. Okay. Well, how about this? I got your number, so I'll try to get a hold of Denver and some other people, and if we can set it up so that on like one of my days off, I can set up a live stream with, a couple of guests. Um, that'd be sweet. I don't know if you guys would be up to that. So, Mr. Queck, how do you want your logo to look? I'll make one for you. I don't know, man. You told me. I am not a graphic artist by any means. I poke around at things. Yes, yes. So yeah, let's get to. It's a project that I've been working on in my head, thinking about getting a podcast together with that. So yeah, let me noodle that one out, and I'll reach out to you. But I don't know. Quebec, I like the whole play on, the whole ID thing. When people come up and ask, cops would ask you for your ID. That's kind of like where I started with my logo, like, ID, investigative journalism kind of thing. So you can see kind of like what I created, and if you want to roll off of that, that'd be sweet. And let me know how that goes. And then, hey, hit me up. If you hit me up in my about section, you can get my email, and then we can chat. But yeah, Katie, I don't know what your schedule is anymore. I don't know if you're still vagabonding or what your plan is, but yeah, let me think about that and see what I can get rolling. Maybe Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, if somebody has time and want to get together for an hour, and I can maybe get 5-10 questions, and maybe get some audience to participation. So I don't know. There's a little bit of an audience here today. If they would enjoy watching that, if you guys would, we would put that out there if you guys would watch it. So sure. What's the nose for? Uh, oh, in my logo? Really nothing. It was actually just kind of like it was just giving an illustration of the I and then the D. So yeah, I'm not the artist, man. So that's kind of what I was trying to make a play on. The ID. Cops want your ID, but it was more like investigative journalism. Because then investigative journalism was with the ID. That kind of thing. Does that make sense? Matthew the King has an amazing story. Also, I think he'd come. I think I've heard of something like that. So, yeah, let me. Oh man, maybe we should get on that track. So yeah, but Quebec, nothing to do with the nose. Just investigative journalism. ID. I was just trying to make a play on something. So again, if you got some skills on that, let me know. Yeah, if you guys would like to see a podcast with people I don't know and me asking them questions about auditing community, I personally love to see that. And so if we can get some people on and get some viewers going, I think that'd be pretty badass. And yeah, Katie, you've got other people's contacts way more than I do, so maybe we can get that rolling at some point. The cop slammed his face into the concrete floor inside a bar in Lompoc. I mean, it's Lompoc. Don't they just do that on the regular anyway? I mean, isn't that just kind of what happens in Lompoc? I'm being funny. I mean, I'm not trying to make light of the situation, obviously, because that would suck for anybody, but it's fucking Lompoc. I mean, you should be like, hey, it's Lompoc. Oh, sorry. Don't come back. And then what are you doing in a bar in Lompoc? I mean, like, you should know better than that. Like, that's like just asking for trouble. I mean, I'm totally making fun of it because as growing up in this area, Lompoc was always just the biggest shithole. And I actually went there a while ago, and it's not terrible anymore. But you know, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. It's like kind of like going to Pismo and like hanging out at Harry's. Like nothing good is gonna come of that, unless like you're a biker and you hang out there on the regular. Like, ooh, gonna go to Pismo and go to Harry's. Just asking for trouble. So is Matthew the King on YouTube? I'll have to look him up. But Katie, if you're from the area, you're not necessarily from here. I know you know the area. You know what I'm talking about. Again, like think about years back, or even probably even now. Like if you go to Rio Grande, and you go to the village, and it's like past 11, and you're at Bill's. Like, what good could come of that? Like nothing. Head stop. Good part of town. Yeah, Katie, he's pretty new. Okay, I'll check him out. Yeah, that's why I'm cracking up. Yeah, I'm not trying to be weird or anything. It's just, I mean, it's a small town, and like, there's one bar there, and it's not like you're going to Mr. Rick's on a Sunday afternoon to have a cocktail and some eggs Benedict, you know? Any particular colors you want? I'm always fancy the blues and reds. One redneck bar. Well, I mean, if you really know, you know, red Red Fox. If you know the Red Fox, then you know one redneck bar. The Red Fox. It was a bar down in Grover like years ago. Valentine Lopez. I'm not sure what is that, like a ghost sad face? Nora Rhodes. What's happening here? Nora Rhodes. We're just talking about small town bars and what what good can come of being there after dark. Usually we talk about other things, but somehow we got on the trail of that. We went down the how can you get in trouble in a small town bar after dark bunny trail. But if you want to talk about First or Second Amendment rights or any other rights as citizens you have, you're more than welcome to. But that's what we're talking about at the moment. And would you watch YouTube auditors join a podcast and talk about things? Do the slam dunk. Oh, you said the cop slammed his face in the concrete. That's the first thing that I thought of. But back in the day, I remember well, I don't know, we used to either ride our bikes or whatever from Harry's over to Harper's Red Fox, and then over to either Bill's or R&D's, and you know, finish the rest of the day off somewhere else. That was always how our trip went through. And and then that, I can't remember the name of the bar that was there on like Fifth and Grand. We used to stop there for Bloody Marys on Sundays all the time, and then go cruise Pismo for a while. Well, Nora Rhodes, hey, thanks for joining us. Where are you from? And Valentine, where are you guys from? Thanks for joining me this evening. How did you end up here on the Mr. Obvious Central Coast audit show or accountability show that really makes no sense anymore because we play games and do live streams and then also audits and shorts. We're just kind of all over the place here. But Quebec, thanks for looking into that for me. I really appreciate that. Will you do live interviews? Will you do live interviews in studio? Probably not because I don't have a space for that. So I would probably do it either. It would probably be easiest to do it over Zoom, or maybe if we could do like a live meetup. Um, like I know we did a meetup. That'd be kind of cool to do like a live meetup and just bring the laptop and the mics and GoPros and um, and like pick a cool venue. Like I don't know, we need some power or at least batteries or something. Maybe if we did it like on the steps of City Hall somewhere, or somewhat semi-public, where people can come ask questions. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Or I don't know. I have to get your thoughts on that. So. Um, where would it be? Where would what be the live Where would the interviews be? Well, currently they'd be locally in California or Central Coast California to be more precise. But otherwise, if we did some interviews, they'd either be on Zoom or I'd figure out how to. Can you do live interviews over YouTube or? I think you'd have to do them over Zoom and then like just edit it and then replay it somehow. I don't know how that would work. I'm techie, but I haven't really got into the whole video techie part thing. So the live meetup, but you answered that. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, the live meetup. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to do it like on the steps of City Hall or I don't know, somewhere public, library, in front of a library, or anywhere downtown in some place where people would walk by. I think that'd be interesting. I don't know. I have to think about that. I think we'd have to do a couple like Zoom ones and try it out and get a good format going before we did like a live one. But like, I would do a live one with Katie because like I've met her before, and we could probably set up something that's like private or semi-private. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like if Katie wanted to drive up here and do that, and then did some other people. But I think otherwise they would probably do it over Zoom first. I don't know. It'd be fun, to do like do a live meetup and do an audit. That'd be kind of cool. But I think until I got like good at doing a podcast or something like that, I don't think I'd want to do like a spontaneous one live and not know what the hell I'm doing. Hey, I saw another one of those hearts go by. I wonder what does that mean? I got to go. I follow though, and we'll come back to you next live. Thanks, Nora. I appreciate it. I always appreciate when people join and we get to talk about stuff because I don't feel that there's enough chitter chatter in the community, and we need to get that going. So I don't know if I can. I feel a little led, and if I can help out in that area, maybe that's what I can do. So, but thanks, Nora. You never answered the question. Where are you from? I would love to, Katie. You work that out, and you get everybody together, and I will be there. You set up the time and the place. Give me a couple weeks notice, and yeah, let's do it. Are you still in contact with any of those guys? Wait, I think I saw on Nathaniel's Instagram that he met up with you like a few weeks ago, right? But yeah, Katie, yeah, you let me know, keep me posted, and we'll see if we can work that out. Just yeah, SLO County Observer was at my last lady court hearing. Oh, cool. I'm glad you made it. I think you told me about it, but I might have been working. But let me know. Keep me posted, and I will always try to be there whenever I can. But you know, work is work. Nate, Nathaniel, I go, oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I was down in, like I said, I was down in Anaheim about a month ago. I didn't even think about it. I should have hit you up. Are you guys planning any other trips up this way soon, or just hanging out down there in LA? Do you watch the show Gape Horn? No, thanks. I don't know. I don't know what that is. My trial starts on August 14th. The one in San Luis Obispo or the other one in Santa Maria, Santa Barbara County? Yes, we are on the Central Coast. Okay, and slow. Okay, August 14th. What day is that? Um, why is my calendar not working? Can you see my message? No. TT girl. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, yeah, I will see what I can do. Let me know. Text me the date and times, and I'll see if I can make it. Yeah, if there's anybody else in the greater California area that wants to come and support Katie in her court cases, let us know. We'll get you in touch. Okay, well, how have things been going down there in Pasadena? Doing anything exciting? Just chilling. Oh, you just got a text from me. Yeah. Okay, Katie. Thanks. Got your text. Yeah, Katie. So I actually live up in that area now, so it should be a heck of a lot easier. Can I talk to someone about this case? I feel like this might be the wrong platform. They have had. Yeah, I'm not one to give legal advice. Sorry there, DT. They were just auditing Buell today. Well, I was at work all day, so if you guys ever do things on Mondays, let me know. What were they doing in Buellton? There can't be a whole lot there. With sheriff's substation, a few businesses. What were they hitting? You have Mondays off? Most of the time, yes. They went to solving also. Cool. Oh, well, guys, it sounds like my wife is home, so I need to get off and go hang out with her for a little bit. But it was great having you on. Thanks, Katie, for being here. Thanks, Quebec. Quebec, you guys, you got my email. Go look it up, and if not, we'll hit you up soon. So yeah, Quebec, you got my contact, at least my email info. Hello. Yeah. GT car. Okay. Yeah, Quebec. So you got my info, or how do you want me to get you the info? But yeah, Katie also, thanks for coming on. Good night, Katie. Thank you. Got your email. Perfect. Okay. I will probably see you guys tomorrow, if not sooner. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night.